Yo, we are here at the Metro Tech Okcps Coaches Show here at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark on CBS Sports 105.3. I am not sure what is happening with this Get Fresh crew today, but we are glad to be back and to be on. We are brought to you by Kai's Concepts, Impressions Printing, Perry Publishing, Dodgers Foundation, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Big O's Barbecue. Listen, I am so excited to have our guest on today, Douglas boys basketball team. Listen, if you don't know, now you know. They are ripping up the spot. They are doing an amazing job. We'll get into a little bit of our conversation about their record and them playing in the state tournament this week. So we're excited to have them. We have student athletes Jace Breath and Terry McMorris, the big man with the shaking braids. And then we have Coach Dorian Williams. How are you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right, guys. So, Coach, starting with you, tell me just how excited you guys are to really start this campaign for a state title.
Extremely excited. You know, when we first took the job, this is one of our goals. We've done everything to get to this point. We've seen these boys put the work in time and time again. We've seen coaches spend countless of hours to prepare the boys. So it's really just a fun time for us and a really exciting time for Douglas High School.
Cool beans. Hey, Jace and Terry, you guys both transfer into Douglas. Let me ask you both, how have you felt about being in that Douglas basketball culture?
You go ahead, go first. I feel like it's very fun. I like the new environment. It's like different people, just new things. Like I'm being around people I've never been around before. They just teaching me new stuff. It's just very fun.
Gotcha. Terry?
I love it. You know, it's just everybody knows each other. You know, it's not like a very, very big like school, so everybody knows each other and everybody gets along.
So how much, Coach, do you guys obviously, Coach, you just shared with me off air that your entire family has been a part of the Douglas history. How have you guys tried to share this illustrious basketball history with the current players and what that looks like? Because this is not the first time in Douglas history to kind of be where they are.
Right. For us, we've been fortunate enough to have the community as truly a family. So I think these guys came in and knew the expectation, knew the goal, and they tackled their goal every day. So we've been extremely fortunate, man, to have a community, a school, administratives, district behind us. So we're just extremely thankful to those guys.
Sure. So Jace and Terry, tell me a little bit about what does practice looks like. Now, your head coach is not here, but I'm a little bit familiar with him and his father and his mother because they're all from John Marshall, so I know these people. How is it playing for Coach Steve Alexander, who has some of the biggest clapping hands you'll ever see, the deepest yelling voice you'll ever hear? How does that feel when Coach – because I've seen him. He's a bit intense at times. Tell me, Jace, how's that work for you?
It's different. Practice can be real. It can be fun, and then it can be bad. It depends on how Coach is feeling or how we're playing in practice.
Sure.
So, like, if we're not doing good, practice will go bad. But if we have a real good, exciting practice, we'll have a fun practice.
Absolutely. Terry, how was it different with being coached by Coach Alexander?
It's different a lot. You know, he holds you accountable with everything. Like, everything you do is like he's holding you accountable. So.
My son played for Coach Alexander. Both of my sons played for him, I believe, over at Heritage Hall. And let me tell you something. I don't think that there's a more respected young man, obviously, than your coach, Coach Alexander. I give him a hard time, and I did tease him about the way you guys performed against my beloved John Marshall Bears. I was a little hurt now, but I get it. So, but no, man, he just has an incredible work ethic. Obviously, he knows the game. And he's not coaching for claps on the back. He's coaching to win. And so I see that in that coaching staff with Dorian, and I know EJ. And so, Coach, tell me what it's like. What is the game plan? How does Coach Alexander coach you guys as he prepares you guys to have influence on this basketball team?
I mean, I've been extremely fortunate to be under Coach Alexander. The way he approaches the game each and every day, whether it's the phone calls at midnight, whether it's the nonstop of film, whether it's just the calling, communicating, asking how my family is,
sure.
or me being able to call him and congratulate his son on a good game.
Who's
um,
killing?
who's killing,
Who's
by
doing a
the way.
great job? Let me say that to be
Absolutely.
politically correct. He's doing an amazing job.
Absolutely. And so, like, you see the grind of that every day.
Sure.
You see the sacrifices that he make every day. So us as a staff, us, I'm sure as players or them as players, you have no choice but to respect it and truly take from it.
Mm-hmm.
And the time that he spent and not, and Steve is a little bit different because most head coaches is kind of stern within. He allows assistants to be assistants. He allows them to be who they are. And I mean, I can go on and on
Sure.
about
Sure.
Steve, but I know for myself, the players, people that's around him is extremely fortunate.
Sure. So guys, Terry and Jace, tell me what it has been like in that hall, in those hallways, and those students know that Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning that you guys are playing in the big house in the state tournament. How does that make you feel? How have they responded to this incredible opportunity that you guys have?
It feels great. I like how they act around it. They ask me whether like we're gonna win the state championship. They like go win it. Like we believe in y'all. We're gonna come watch y'all and support and all that.
Sure. Terry?
It's great. Everybody's positive. They congratulating us. It's just really good.
Well, what is the conversation with the student athletes about how they carry themselves in that environment and what that means because they not only represent themselves but they represent this program.
Yeah, in this program, we talk about character a whole lot and how character is defined, when what you're doing when no one is looking. And so these guys understand that. It's one day at a time with these guys. Truly, they enjoy being around each other. They enjoy going to work with each other. So our job is pretty easy. Fortunately, we got two seniors. They kind of leads the crew. And they're kind of laid back guys as is, so they
Sure.
kind of keep us balanced.
Well, they might be laid back here, but there's not much laid back on the court. Hey, tell me what has been this team's mantra, and I'll ask Terry and Jace that. What is that one word? What is that thing that describes the character of this Douglas basketball team?
It's tough and together. That's our motto. He tells us that every day. Just be tough and together and play as one. One sound, one bill.
Sure, Terry.
Same thing Jay said.
All right.
Tough and together.
What is that? What is that? How does that resonate, Coach? What does tough and together mean? Like, now I've seen you play. I think I got an idea, but what is that? How did you guys come to that as a defining mantra for this team?
Well, it fits our personality of our team. Things are not always going to be perfect.
Sure.
Things are not always going to go our way. We're not always going to hit shots. But what we can bring, we do bring, and that's kind of who we are. And as long as one do it, we all do it. And that's kind of been the whole forming of tough and together from the beginning. And I think we are at our best when we're tough and together. And so these guys are taking on the challenge. I'm sure they just passed the test, but I'm sure they hear it. I'm sure they're annoyed by it. But I think by now they truly understand the importance or significance of those two words.
Sure. Let me ask this, Jason, Terry, whoever wants to go first. If you got to get a bucket, if you just got to get the bucket, what is your go-to move?
Probably, probably a spin move. Yeah, I feel like the spin move works every time. Whether you driving right or left, you get to a spin move, you can either do a jump shot or layup.
Gotcha.
I love that move.
I'm doing the World One special.
The who?
World One special.
1-1 special?
World One.
World one? What is that? Tell me what that is.
It's like just freeze 'em.
Okay. Now listen, so when I'm watching, because I plan on being there Wednesday morning, so I want to see the one. I want to see it all, man. The one thing that I see that you guys have constantly done was just work hard, right? Just being in the right places at the right time, just kind of working together, obviously as a part of your mantra. So, Coach, tell me what it is that you guys are talking to them about as they prepare for the next level in terms of collegiate basketball. Then I'll talk to them about their aspirations.
Sacrifices. I played Division I basketball. I've been fortunate enough to be around it. Been fortunate enough to be around pros. We see Trey Alexander and how he carries himself every day, and we tell these guys treat themselves like that. If you want to get somewhere, you got to do something you've never done. If that means getting extra shots up, that means getting extra conditioning in. That means lifting weights, maybe to give you an edge. Whatever it is, Come up with that routine, man, and that'll take you a long way through college.
Gotcha.
And so for these guys, they I think they're fortunate enough to have a coaching staff behind them that all have college experience, all played high level college basketball or further. And so we try to give that and pour it into
Mm-hmm.
them. And so what we see now is I walked in the gym the other day and they was all stretching and said, "Yeah, man, we already got our work in. We ready for practice now." And so it's just becoming the norm,
Sure.
and that's the biggest thing. And man, those guys keep that work ethic, their hard hats going. Their career can take them a long way.
Sure. So let me ask Terry and Jace this question, and that is, tell me um, who those colleges are that are potentially looking at you. And then I'm going to ask you somewhat of a difficult question, maybe, because I know it's hard to talk about yourself. But tell me that one thing, or tell those coaches who are potentially listening, that one thing that you have that they need to consider you to being a part of their team at the next level.
Well, as of right now, I have 3 offers and I have other interests. My three is Independence Community College in Kansas, Marion Military in Alabama, and Redlands Community College in El Reno.
Gotcha.
And for as a college looking for me, I feel like I'm a winner. Being on a winning team, can come to a like a college and help them win, provide what I need to do whatever I need to do to help the team win. Whether that's getting a rebound, hustling for the ball, just the little things.
Sure.
For me, I have 10. I have one D1 offer from SEMO. I have one from Langston, Eastern Oklahoma State. I have one from William Jewell. Um, I can't remember the other
That's
one right
fine.
now,
That's fine.
I would say, I'm a winner. I'll do anything to win. I'll sacrifice anything. Just I'm a team player.
Sure. Sure. Coach, basketball or sports in general teaches so many lessons. What is that? What are those transferable skills you think that basketball teaches young men to have in life?
Yeah, I think basketball is a great tool for teaching kids how to persevere through adverse situations, in which you see in the game of basketball all the time. I think it teaches them time management. It teaches them how to also get their books, how to get their studies, but also get your work in too.
Sure.
I think it teaches them a lot, and and for these guys, they been fortunate enough and have great families that have raised them and kind of instilled that in them already. So it's just about fine tuning some of those things and getting prepared for a much bigger walk in life than this basketball. And we talk about that all the time, how to use this basketball as a tool to get where you want to go. And so these guys, I think they hear me. I think they hear Coach Alexander a whole lot. Hear Coach Davis. Every coach we have and every administrator we have, we all kind of have that same talk with them.
Sure. If someone had to match your game with someone in the at the next level, let's just skip college. Let's go to the NBA. I like that. Who would your game most be like? Starting with you, Terry.
Michael Bridges.
Michael Bridges. And why?
It's just like
Because he got that freeze up move thing.
yeah, he just like all around player. He does everything. Play defense. He can score on offense. He can rebound. He can pass. He do everything.
Gotcha.
Shoot.
Cool beans.
I like to compare myself to probably Paul George. But like my teammates say, I'm like Luka Doncic because like I move too slow and dribble slow. So yeah, I probably would say Paul George though.
My game was probably more like, let me see, who's the worst basketball player you could probably think of? No, I'm just kidding. Coach, who are you guys as a coaching staff? Who has been kind of your inspiration? Who are you guys talking to? Who's kind of helped frame your coaching theology, if you will?
Right. For me, I think my personal inspiration has been, you know, Steven Alexander. I've seen him, the grind. We talked about that. Coach Terry Long is who got me in the coach. I played under Coach Long. So those two guys in particular are guys that I still call for anything, advice, whether it's a basketball scheme, whether it's a life thought, whatever it is. They're always open to answer my calls, and I still learn a ton from them.
Gotcha. So, guys, any superstitions that you might have that you do or that you have to do before you play any game? Any?
I gotta take a nap. Like a 30-minute to hour nap. I gotta eat.
Now,
Something.
so taking the nap, and what is it that you eat? Are you eating the same thing all the time?
No, just whatever. I gotta eat something.
I got you. Jace, what is it for you?
The same thing. A nap, mostly like eat and something to eat. Usually, I haven't really been eating a lot though,
Well,
but
Jace, how you gonna
I don't.
keep your energy up, man?
I gain energy from my teammates.
Well, you better eat or you're gonna pass out. I'm just trying to tell you, you need some strength, some sustenance.
Yeah, it's cool though. But I usually take a nap and I try to get energy from my teammates. As long as they hype me up, I try to hype them up too.
Got you. So, what do you guys talk about nutrition? Because obviously, in this day and age, any college campus you go to, they got complete. Man, even when I played at OU, I thought we had some stuff. I go back now, like, what? They got this. Like, it is absolutely phenomenal. So, what are you guys talking to them about the way they put things into their bodies?
Oh yeah, we talk to them probably every time we leave the huddle. No McDonald's. I know they hate hearing that one, but no.
McDonald's, we love you, just not before the game.
No, but seriously, every pregame meal, everything we have, we try to have something grilled, something green. Teach these guys, the way to eat. We may not be the best example at times, but we try to teach them and instill in them the fluids they put in their body. But nowadays, they got all that under control. Terry has his own Space Jam, super stuff that he drinks before a game too. So he didn't
Well,
want to tell you about
you
that
got to
one.
tell us what's the ingredients. It's not top secret, is it?
No, I can't tell you.
All right. Well, once we're off the air, you can share. Because if it make me look like you and jump, I want to drink some of that, Jack.
Yes, sir.
So, what is your pregame routine, Coach? Like, what does it look like? What do you go through those guys with? And then I'm going to ask you guys, what's on your playlist? What are you listening to before the game? Now, I'm not personally going to know any of the artists that you mentioned. I'm probably not. But I'm sure those who are listening are going to be very familiar with that list. Coach, what does that pregame routine look like?
For me, I think I have my headphones on. I'm usually the one that's getting with Coach Steve, implementing the plan on the board, getting ready to talk to the guys for the Coach Steve comes in. I usually go in before, watch a little bit of the girls' game, see if I can gain a flow of officiating or anything like that. Anything that gives us an athletic advantage to get these boys a chance to win a basketball game. And I think that's what it's about for us. So
Sure. All right, Terry, Jace, what's on the playlist? Give me your top 5.
Top 5. Lil Baby,
I heard of that one before. I don't know what he sings.
Raw Wave, Raleigh Rodriguez, Lil Papa.
Taylor Swift?
No.
Come on, man. I know you listen to some Taylor Swift.
And probably No Cap.
No cap. I heard that. I thought it was like a colloquialism, but I guess it's a real person. Go ahead, Jace.
Mine is really just NBA YoungBoy, cause like in the team we we just listen to him in the locker room with a speaker before the game. We all get hyped. That's really.
You guys, somebody text me some of these so I can go listen to see what kind of music this is. I'm probably going to turn it off at some point. I got a 25-year-old and a 22-year-old. I hope my 11-year-old, she probably knows all these people, but she's not going to tell me she knows them. So, but no, it's real cool. So tell me, what has been your best moment thus far in your time as being a Trojan? I'll come to you last, Coach. Let me start with you, Terry.
Probably say, us making it to state. Last year didn't get the chance to make it to state. But this year I feel like we got a really good chance.
I think your performance against Del City was pretty cool, too.
Thank you.
This is just my opinion.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Jace.
I would say our loss against PC North, because after that game we was able to come together as a team, find out what this person likes in this spot or here, and just build our chemistry.
Sure. Coach, tell me.
I think for this year in particular, the guys, I'm watching a really family-oriented team. They're annoying at times. they're all over the
teenagers.
place. But it's truly a family.
Sure.
And from the head coach, from our leader, all the way down to our managers, our athletic trainer. And when we say one band, one sound, we really mean it. And that's kind of been a cool part, to be a part of a family outside of my own. And watch these boys grow on a day-to-day basis in the classroom, off the court, and also on the court. It's been truly a blessing and an experience.
So here's what I love. Like growing up or playing in the early '90s in Oklahoma City public schools, the gyms were packed. Right, Northeast was packed. Douglas was packed, right? And guess what? When I went back to Douglas, when I was at what they call ACAC or the Oklahoma City previews back in the day, when I walk in that gym and I'm watching you guys play Tulsa Central that day and just whoever it is, and the point that people can't even get in the gym when you guys had one of the last home games like that is how does that make you feel? Because the band there was no bands over the last several years and I mean you just feel differently when you walk in that gym, and for a guy who hadn't seen that in a while, I was like, oh, this is it. This feels like when I was in school.
Yeah.
So how does that make you guys feel?
Feels great, really. Just they're just there to support us. So, it just feels great.
I love it. I love it. I like that the people come out, pay the money to watch us play. It makes me feel like I got to put on a show for them.
I try to get in free every chance I get, though. I just got to be honest. How's it make you feel, Coach?
It feels great. I've been fortunate enough to be around some of those Douglas crowds you talked about.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2011. I was a part of some of those championship runs.
All those brothers that played,
Yeah.
the Jenkins, the twins that played. I mean, listen, you guys just every year it was just a reload, incredible time. Yeah. Listen, we got 3 minutes remaining. Thank you so much to my time management guy. Coach, tell us. Let me start with Terry, and I'll work my way back to you. Tell me those people, persons, groups that you would like to say thank you for what they've done in helping you get to where you are and then helping Douglas get to where they are right now.
I thank my parents, and then I would like to thank the whole Douglas coaching staff and my teammates.
Cool.
And the whole, Douglas program.
Gotcha.
I would like to thank my parents, the whole coaching staff, and Coach Kendrick, and mainly the Douglas everybody in the community.
I would like to thank Stephen Alexander first for taking me under his wing, trying to teach me. I would like to thank my family. I know it's not easy for them, late nights, early mornings. I would like to thank the basketball kids for the players that actually take me in and listen to. I know I'm annoying at times as well. And I would like to thank the whole Douglas community. The whole Douglas community, man. It's been an outstanding year, an outstanding experience for these boys, for us coaches. So.
Tell us where we can catch you and win.
You can catch us Wednesday, bright and early at 9 in the morning with a ball of energy, right? Morning. We love the mornings, right?
Yes, sir. Ready
That's
to
right.
play.
So you'll see us with a ball of energy at the fairgrounds at 9 a.m.
Well, listen, it is going down this coming Wednesday. And I think I probably got about a minute left. What's the most exciting thing that you're looking forward to? Just really quickly, and we're going to go into break.
Competing, man, and that's what we play basketball for, is to lace them up and play.
Jace?
Competing, playing in a new environment, new atmosphere.
Terry?
Probably say competing and making memories, making the best of it.
A few slam dunks?
Yes, sir.
All right, listen, we are here at the Metro Tech OKCPS Coaches Show here at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark on CBS Sports Radio 105.3, brought to you by Kai's Concepts, Impressions Printing, Perry's Publishing, Dodgers Foundation, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Big O's Barbecue. We'll see you on the other side with CLASSEN SAS at Northeast Women's Basketball.
Oklahoma City, I'm Miles Perry, and I want you to tune into my show, Super Prep Live.
Super Prep Live takes an in-depth look at the Oklahoma high school student athlete and what makes he or she become great at what they do. Super Prep Live can be heard on OKC's CBS Sports Radio 105.3 and Instagram Live.
Make sure you tune in and learn about the next great student athlete on Super Prep Live with me, Miles Perry.
also come with constipation. IBS-C. We agreed it's time to try something different.
Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Visit a doctor in person or online. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Come and enjoy ZT Cigars, private lounge and TVs, crowned heads, Crux, Padron, My Father, Davidoff Cigars, and more to help you relax at the largest cigar shop in the state, 2726 West Britain Road, and a second location at 1081 Cornwell Drive, inside of the Yukon Hill Shopping Center. For more information, call 942-0070. That's ZT Cigars.
Better sleep can change your life. That's because sleep is a core pillar of health, just like nutrition and exercise. So if you're not getting enough of it, ZQL invites you to take our Better Sleep to Better Health Challenge. Join today at ZQL.com to get weekly sleep tips from experts and learn how ZQL, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, can help enhance your journey to better sleep. ZQL's Better Sleep to Better Health Challenge. Visit ZQL.com now.
This is your daily Black Health 365 moment. Every March is Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month, a time for sufferers, family members, and supporters to share information drawing attention to this disease of the central nervous system. You can help ensure that more people understand what life with MS can be like and engage them to do something about it by signing up for an MS walk in your area or spread the word on social media. This has been your Black Health 365 update, because a healthy lifestyle is a daily choice.
Hi, I'm Martha Stewart, and I have a question for you. You know that unwelcome guest everyone wishes would just leave already? That's COVID-19. That's why I got an updated booster designed to help protect against recent Omicron variants. Got it? Check eligibility and schedule your updated COVID booster at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Oklahoma City, it's time for the biggest event of the year. It's the 2023 Cowboys of Color Rodeo that features blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and whites competing for the crown of Cowboys of Color and cash. All your favorite rodeo events are on deck, and there's going to be a great concert for you. Come see who will win the Pony Express tournament. Live this year is the iconic group, True. That's True. But I want you to know that I'm not sick. That's true. And also special guest, the Millwood High School Marching Band will be live on the dirt too. Come see the Battle of the DJs, featuring DJ D. Chappelle versus DJ Lando Boomin. This is all taking place Saturday, May 6th at the Jim Nork Arena at the Oklahoma State Fairgrounds. Doors open 5 p.m. and showtime at 6:30 p.m. for the Cowboys of Color Rodeo. The Cowboys of Color Rodeo is not just a rodeo, it's an event. This is brought to you by U2 Rodeo, Tinker Federal Credit Union, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting Company.
Get your tickets now at Hopkins Hair Care, Legitimate Looks Barber and Salon, The Rave Hair Salon and Boutique, House of Dank, State Fair Arena, Power 103.5 and OKC's Heart and Soul 92.1 and 1140 Studios. Online at okstatefair.com or by phone at 405-948-6800.
And we're back here with the Metro Tech OK CPS Coaches Show at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM. Brought to you by Kai's Concepts, Impressions Printing, Perry's Publishing, Dodgers Foundation, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Big O's Barbecue. We are joined now by, I'm sure, probably one of the best women's basketball teams in the state of Oklahoma for the last several years. And so we are certainly proud that they are here. the Classen SAS at Northeast girls basketball team student athletes Amaya Sutton, who I know a lot of stories about her mother and father that I'll share later on, and Jada O'Connor. They are coached by Jim Paranovic, and so we are absolutely excited to have you guys on tonight. So, Coach, man, how are you feeling about this upcoming opportunity that you guys have?
We're excited. Started on film, on Sunday, knowing who we would have, getting the work in. Had a great practice today. We'll be ready for them. We got some days to prepare, so we feel good about it.
So Amaya and Jada, you both are seniors. How many times now have you been to the state tournament?
Every year.
Yeah, every year since I've been in high school.
So how does that make you feel? Like, you guys are old vets now.
Yeah, I feel really good about it. I feel great that we got to make it there one last time before we left.
Definitely.
All right. So, Coach, I want to go back a little bit. Tell me how long you've been at Classen SAS at Northeast, and then just kind of talk to me about this success you guys have been having.
Yeah, so I took the job 5 years ago. They had just made an appearance state tournament for the first time in school history when I took over, and wanted to build a culture, build a place that empowered our female athletes, gave them the ability to succeed, a culture where, you can come in, your family, the expectations are there for them to be successful, to be held accountable, and to be able to take that to the next level. That's always been my approach to our players, is prepare them for the next level, whatever that is.
Sure.
And, I feel like we've done a very good job. These girls are a pillar of that culture. They were there from the beginning. So it's been a really great 5 years, and, I think it speaks for itself what we've been able to do in the program.
So, Amaya and Jada, tell me, how did you get started into basketball? And I'll start with you, even though I think I have some idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to you, Jada.
So I started when I was 4. It was like right after I got done playing soccer for like a year. It's kind of always been in the family, so I've always been around it, and I just kept going from there.
Sure. Jada?
Well, I started when I was about 3, 4 as well. My dad and brother played. My mom played a little bit with the boys outside. So we're a very competitive family, so I grew up in just competing with anything we're doing in the house. So going to watch my brother play inspired me, so I started to pick up on him and then started to enjoy and love the game.
Gotcha. Now, ladies, back to you. What is it that you admire or that you gleaned or gained from your coach? How has that experience has been? You've been with him 4 years now. What does that look like? Describe what that 4-year experience is about. He can't do anything. He needs you for the rest of the week, so you're good.
I mean, his passion for it is amazing. I mean, he looks out for us. He's always there for us, and he wants the best for us. So, yeah.
Gotcha.
He definitely tries to make us feel comfortable to come talk to him about anything, basketball, outside of basketball, family, whatever. And he's always kept us very family oriented, and basically made himself an uncle and not just a coach.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, he Uncle Jim. So, Coach, who has been some of your coaching influences, right? So who is it that has inspired you to kind of do what you do?
I played for a really good high school coach, Jay Price, Carl Albert, current men's coach, and he was influential for me. And then my college coach, Mark Arthur at Southwestern Christian, he was also that kind of was a pivot point for me personally in life, was able to be in that program, understanding what it took to win. I won 2 national championships at that level playing for him. So understanding what expectations really meant. And so those two were pivotal. Coach Wag at PC North, I was under him for a while, which he's very passionate, cares about his players, holds them accountable. So some of those, and then, Rick Pitino for my system as far as what I try to implement. That's huge. Bobby Huggins, those are 2 guys that I've really studied.
Bobby Huggins is a mean guy.
Well,
no, I'm just kidding. I don't know if Bobby's mean or not. He just
his
players,
man, they play for him and they play hard, and that that's what I expect out of my players is to play hard, give them some freedom as long as they're competing.
Sure. So, ladies, who would you say? I asked the guys earlier from Douglas. Who would you say inspires you outside of your family? What player is that out there that you're currently watching? Who is that inspires you, your game, influences your game, obviously?
It's really a number of people. I would say right now, I would say, well, not right now, but like previously, it would be probably James Harden. I've been compared to him before, so I've kind of always watched how he played and stuff. So yeah.
Gotcha, Jada.
I'm a KD girl. Like, he's very versatile. You know, he can shoot the ball, take you off the dribble, post you up. Lanky guy. So I feel like that's me.
You had an uncle that could shoot decently.
Yeah.
Decently. I mean, he was an average shooter, but I'm joking, everyone. He was not average. Hey, ladies, do you feel any pressure, right? Because if there has been a flagship program in OKCPS women's basketball and national notoriety, it has been Class and SAS at Northeast. Do you feel any pressure? How did this make you feel going into your 4th consecutive state tournament? Expectations are high. How are you feeling at this moment as we get ready, prepared to go play on Wednesday, right?
Yes. I don't really feel any pressure at all. I feel like we've did all that we can have done. We've, prepared our team. We've been there. We've led their team. So right now, I feel fine about it.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't feel no pressure. I'm ready to go play. Just go hoop. I feel like we have a lot of people that hate on us, which brings motivation. So it's more of like a chip on our shoulder instead of like pressure.
Yeah, definitely.
Sure. I mean, it's amazing you guys over the years have gone to national tournaments. I think the last one I heard you went to was maybe in Arizona.
Yes.
Played extremely well. You had one of your former teammates play in the McDonald's All-American game. It's going down in Class SAS at Northeast. So if I want to stay with Amaya and Jada, if you got to get a bucket, what's the move? If you got to go get the points, how you going to get it?
That's a hard question.
What is that patented? What is that patented Sutton move? Is it that funny jump shot?
It's not funny.
I'm referring to your uncles. That's your uncles.
She's got that.
No, it's definitely the jump shot or a mismatch.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, she defending that Sutton name. She is not letting you no slack. You better watch out with that. Jada, what is your go-to move?
Same for me. I like to shoot that 3.
Oh, listen. My favorite shot was a layup, so I was on restriction. You can shoot wherever this paint is right here. Don't go any further. So, Coach, tell me what the mantra is of this team. What is that thing, if you can describe the identity of this team in a word, in a statement, what would it be?
So we actually talk about this at the very first practice of every year of every team. We identify who we are as a team, and we stick with that all year. We don't falter. We don't change. For us, we knew it was going to be defense first, wall, make everybody shoot over us, contest everything, give nothing open, and we live, and then we live with that. And if a team beats us, when we hold true to that, then they beat us. But we feel really strong about locking in, defending with a high IQ, with great control, and not fouling, and making teams beat us and not giving them anything.
Gotcha. So I asked the guys earlier, do you have any superstitions as it relates to those things that you have to do before you play a game? So Amaya, starting with you, tell me what those are.
I don't really have like big superstitions, just certain things that we don't really eat as a team before.
What is this that we're not eating?
Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
And one other. We talked about this today.
Chili's, yeah.
Can't eat Chick-fil-A or Chili's. Can't feed them tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And for me, myself, tropical smoothie.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Jada?
Me personally, if I have a good game, one day I have to do everything the same if we play again. But if we lose, I'm never doing anything the same. I got to switch the whole thing up. So
yeah,
it's just way too much to think about.
I'm very superstitious.
Yeah.
So, Coach, what do you talk to them about nutrition, and what is that you constantly try to encourage them as it relates to that? Because it's important, obviously.
Very important. So after every practice, we huddle up, we go in a circle, and I mean, everybody talks. I think it's important for them to learn how to communicate to their team, and nutrition nutrition in school is a topic every day. So, properly hydrating your body before games, being able to carb load, get some energy in their body, not stay away from greasy food that can make you sluggish. And then, make sure you're staying in the classroom. It's important. CLASSEN SAS at Northeast is a very high academic school, very expectation-wise academic as well. So these girls are not only, they're student athletes. They're
Sure.
not just athletes.
You lead me right into the next phase. Obviously, that's how I know Amaya's mother. She was one of my student athletes at Oral Roberts University, where I was associate athletic director of academics. And so, how do you ladies balance, yet again, the pressure and the rigor of CLASSEN SAS at Northeast with all the things that you have to do?
I think you really have to seek help from different sources. You have to go to your teachers, talk to them about everything because we're gone most of the time for basketball, so we have to always, be one step ahead of it. And, we just turn our work in.
Right. Never procrastinate.
Get it done.
Yes.
So let's talk about this. What are your college perspectives right now? Is there some schools interested? Some inquiries? Where are you in that process? Start with you, Amaya, and then Jay.
Right now, I have 2 offers. They're both JUCO. One from New Mexico Junior College and Redlands Community College.
I'm actually committed to Louisiana Monroe.
Okay. That's real cool. So, Coach, what is your conversation with them? Obviously, they're at CLASSEN SAS at Northeast, and so I'm assuming, which I think I can, that they're fighting and doing whatever is necessary and are succeeding in the classroom. So, what is your conversation with them about college and just that preparation?
So it's different for every kid. This year with O'Connor, we wanted to focus a lot on leadership, how you control yourself, how you communicate to your team, get her ready for her experience at college, and give her every opportunity to grow through that this year, learn it, be comfortable with it, because it's going to be expected of her in a very short period of time at her collegiate level. So. Giving her that ability to work through that's been big, and that's been our focus point with that. With Amaya, she's coming off a knee injury, a tough knee injury, getting her back healthy, comfortable, where she doesn't question herself, enjoys to play again, can get through some of the cardiovascular stuff and really start getting in a rhythm and flowing. And she's done a great job this year. She's strong. She doesn't think about anything anymore. I mean, she's back, and she's playing well.
Sure. I watch you ladies a couple times. I actually have a great niece. Her name is Anaya Aruvakava. She's on the cheerleading team, so she's always dragging me around to watch something. So, and obviously I've watched you a few times, and guys, you do an amazing job, right? And so I guess for me, I would just like to encourage you to keep going on, and no matter what level of basketball it is, it's basketball. And if it's an opportunity, you take it, you go play, you get better. And here's the thing, you're not as good as you're going to be. Like, the ceiling is really high. That's my soapbox moment. So, it's game day. What's the routine? I know the food and all of this. What's your top 5? What are you listening to? I'm not going to know them. I know it, but go ahead.
Me?
Your mom and dad are listening, so.
They know what I listen to.
Okay. Right.
Okay. But I'm more of like an R&B person. I'm not really like a Lil Baby. I listen to mainly Drake or SZA or Summer
I didn't know
Walker.
SZA, like, I didn't know SZA was like a woman. Like, I didn't. I just found out like a little while ago. I feel so badly about this, but I had no clue.
But yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know either. Yeah, I'm glad. It's old people in the house. Jada.
I'll listen to a little SZA, a little Bryson Tiller, throw a little Baby in there, throw a little Young Boy in there, throw a little something, little everything.
She's just the eclectic one. So, Coach, what is your pregame routine? What does that look like? What are you saying? What are you doing?
I mean, for me, it's pretty. I like to be silent before a game. I like to get my mind right, get locked in. Pre-game, if we're gonna get into some music, I'm gonna I like a little bit of everything. So a little bit of everything, but
you look like a little achy breaky heart over there.
not quite. But
Chris Singleton,
his daughter Miley Cyrus Flowers. I'll listen to that.
Oh, okay.
I'll listen to that a little bit.
Little Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Tay Tay. They get on to me all the time. Tay Tay. I like Tay Tay. But no, Little Baby for sure. That's all we listen to in practice.
Yeah.
But for me, it's getting my mind right before a game and calming down.
Cool. Tell me, up until this point, tell me your favorite moment.
I would probably have to say, was it Saturday that we played? I feel like that was a really good atmosphere. It was a great game, and I feel like I played really good. And it was really big things that had happened that was really exciting.
Jada?
I'll say my favorite moment would be more outside of the court. I like to bond with my team, get to know them more. So I feel like we've been doing that a lot lately.
Yeah.
So I'll say our after practice talks or in the locker room talks. I really enjoy those because that builds chemistry to be on the court.
Definitely.
Great. I'm going to go here and come to you last, Coach. Who out there would you like to say thank you to for the last 4 years? You've done all that you've done. Who would you like to say thank you to?
I would like to say thank you to my mom, my dad, my brother, really my whole family. They've been my support system since day one. Definitely the whole coaching staff and our team. We have a really tight bond. So.
Gotcha. Jada?
Definitely thank you to my family for pushing me to this point. And the coaching staff and all the girls from the whole past years that I've been here in my 4 years.
Gotcha. Coach Peranovic.
For me, my wife does a lot for us, the team.
You better say her first.
Hey, she is
it's
a trooper.
Going down.
She does so much for us as a team, for me. So definitely thank you to her. The parents that have supported us through the years, they've been monumental in keeping us positive and supporting us. And then every single player I've ever coached, it's a pleasure to coach them when they trust you and they let you guide them and they play for you. It's special. Gotcha. And I don't overlook that.
Coach, tell us when and where we can support you as this state tournament kicks off.
So 9 p.m. at the Big House, Wednesday. We play #1 team, Lincoln Christian. Very, very talented team, well coached. We feel great about our preparation to it. It's going to be a great environment.
Listen, be at the Big House on this Wednesday.
This Wednesday.
Yep.
9 a.m.
9 p.m.
We
got the late game.
I was in my mind. I'm like, doesn't Douglas play at 9? But they play at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
Listen, we're gonna be in the gym all night, and they're gonna kick you out several times because they want you to pay over and over again. So get your chips up because it's going down this week at the Oklahoma State Fairgrounds at the Jim Norick Arena, I believe it is, the Big House. We're going to have an exciting time. Listen, thank you to CLASSEN SAS at Northeast Girls Basketball, Amaya Sutton and Jada O'Connor and their coach, Jim Peranovic. Thank you. We wish you all the best. You are listening to Metro Tech OKCPS Coaches Show here at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark on CBS Sports Radio 105.3 FM, brought to you by Kai's Concepts, Impressions Printing, Perry's Publishing, Dodgers Foundation, Dick's Sporting Goods, and Big O's Barbecue. Have a great night, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Head coach Cameron Woods.